Hey guys, Maximum55 here, and today I'm going to take a look at my Legacy 55 Overlord. So this is my custom Overlord, based on my series Legacy 55, and this was supposed to be just an Overlord figure. It wasn't even supposed to be a Legacy 55, but it just doesn't look too like Overlord, so I just made a Legacy 55 because it sort of is my interpretation of Overlord. So he does have just an axe. I didn't know who to give this to, so I just gave it to him. But he still does have his... Oh yeah, this is made out of Legacy Cybertron Starscream, which I was originally going to make a Max MC55 custom out of this, a Cybertronian version. But then I just thought, I've always wanted to make an Overlord, and the shoulders for Starscream look exactly like Overlord, so I was like, yeah, I'm making an Overlord. And I sometimes made him turn into a tank too, so he's a triple changer instead of a duocon, unfortunately. But he does still have his little gun. The blaster, the tip is still clear purple, and it fades into his blue natural color, which I actually kind of like. I feel like the energy is just coming out of the barrel, which I really like. I'll show you how the tank mode works with that gun. But yeah, he does have these parts. These parts are just for the chest. These are from Studio Series Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime. It's a KO. It's his little like hip guards. So yeah, and then his head is actually from the Legacy Orion packs, the 2-pack with Shockwave. So yeah, these shoulders are from I think they're from the swords from this Starscream mold. They I just jumped them out. Yeah, because that's where the fins go. I completely forgot about that. And then these parts on the arms, I'm making them a little bit bulkier, are from RID 2015. The Bludgeon repaint. It was before Bludgeon got released. I think Blastwave, I think his name was. And then these parts right here are just from Legacy Blitzwing. So this guy isn't properly finished. I did run out of paints while making this guy, so there is still like green where I painted the Brawl, because this guy was supposed to be... so I originally was, my Legacy 55 Combaticons that I've posted everywhere on my Instagram, my Twitter, and my YouTube, which I'll soon review them, by the way. So they were supposed to combine into Bruticus, and Brawl was going to be just a leg. There was going to be no combining for Brawl, and I was going to use the leftover parts that I had, which was a tank, just a bunch of tank parts that I was going to slap on from Blitzwing to make it look like Brawl. But now I can't, because I've used all those parts on other people, and because firstly, the treads from Blitzwing are now used on this guy over here. So no, the Bruticus will never be happening, and there's no point because I already have a Bruticus. So yeah, yeah, he has a lot of paints going into him, mainly white, because I hate white. But yeah, he does have, I give him Decepticon symbols, which he didn't usually have before, but they do look pretty cool. I just turn him on the back. There's the Cyber Planet key, which will come into play on tank mode. So yeah. Speaking of tank mode, let's try and figure out how to do tank mode. It's been a while. I'm not going to speed up tank mode. I'll speed up jet mode though, because jet mode's the exact same. It's been a while since I've transformed this guy. If I do transform him wrong, the official transformation is on my Instagram, so please check that out. And I think it's on my Twitter as well. I think I posted this guy on my Twitter. So now we just need to I actually kind of forgot how this guy transforms, to be honest. It's been a long time, because I don't usually mess with my customs in case they, paint chips and all that. I know these become the back of the tank, which means this rotates around. Alright, so this goes like this, if I'm correct. There we go. I think I'm figuring it out. Remember, when you make a custom transformation, it is kind of hard to just remember how everything goes. Oh yeah, something like this. Although I do, yeah, arms come down. These are supposed to go here. These rotate around like this. Yeah, I remember it now. Just have to try and remember all the transformation steps are on Starscream to remember the tank mode. And here we go. Here's tank mode. It doesn't want to stay together, but yeah. So here's tank mode, and then you just do the Cyber Planet key for the gun, and the gun just kind of just sits there. And I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, here's tank mode. I went for a lot of variations for tank mode to like kind of figure out what I wanted. These treads were they were in such a better place, but he couldn't turn into a jet where these were originally. So yeah, he does have kind of like a big gap. These are supposed to fill in, but just the clearance, yeah, it doesn't really work well. But yeah, I think from a front view, he can it's a tank. You can tell it's a tank, and I think that's what I was going for, and I think I accomplished it pretty well. The head just kind of just stays there; it doesn't really do anything. But yeah, that's a tank. Woo. Okay, so let's. I'm gonna speed up the transformation, and we'll get into jet mode. So here is jet mode, or more like a shuttle mode, really, because he doesn't really have any wings, so it's more of like a shuttle. But tanks, obviously, you can totally tell the green now because it's the way it's placed. Yeah, so it's probably just me forgetting how to transform it, but I do believe I had the arms like this originally, just like this. Just sort of makes these back parts like a little bit bulkier. Yeah, this is how I remember transforming it. You don't have to have the gun on there, by the way. It's just for placement. But yeah, this is a little shuttle mode. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's Overlord-y-ish, sort of. Will you see this guy in my series? Probably. Maybe. It really just depends on if I have a story for him. But yeah, this is my Legacy 55 Overlord. I am fairly happy with how he turned out. Maybe I'll update the paints one day because the blue is a little bit off. But other than that, yep, that's my Legacy 55 Overlord. I hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.